What up, tubers, and welcome back to another early access sealed Edge of Eternities here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. This is the early access event, so yeah, thanks Wizards for effectively sponsoring. We'll jump into another sealed here. This is my third sealed now, and oh baby, we've opened a lot. Let's go down the row here. Mirror Pool, this is a reprint on the bonus sheet. Enters tapped, if you don't know what it does, here's the Mirror Pool, by the way. Enters tapped, taps for a colorless. Colorless and 2 it requires a colorless, so you need to have other ways to provide a colorless. You can't just tap a random mountain or forest. Sack it, copy an instant or source. So we're not going to be playing this, most likely. I can't imagine there are that many ways to provide actual colorless mana. Adagia, Windswept Bastion. This is a Mythic Planet. All right, I haven't seen any of these cards yet. I've seen cards that have referenced planets. They are lands that you can station. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or enchantment you control, except it's legendary, activate only as a sorcery. It's 12 or more to start using that ability. I'm imagining all of these lands are just great in limited, as long as their ability is like somewhat useful, and there are a ton of enchantments and artifacts in this format. So this is just going to be one of the best cards you get, because not only does it provide mana, it's just a land baseline, it has some crazy effects later on. Cool. Windswept Bastion. Halaya, Guided by Light, 3 mana, 3/3. Whenever Halaya or another creature or artifact you control enters, you gain 1. Beginning of your end step, draw a card if you gain 3 or more life this turn, and it has Warp. Yeah, that card's pretty nice. 3 could be a little bit difficult. There are token producers in white, but that card's pretty cool. 1 mana, 2/1 Vigilance, Angel. When it enters, each opponent exile cards from their hand and may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Each spell cast this way costs 1 more to cast. Each land played this way enters tapped. Oh, just a decent 1-drop. Pinnacle Emissary, blue-red 1, 3/3. Whenever you cast an artifact, make a 1/1 flyer. And this has Warp. That card is great. A lot of artifacts in the format. You need to be casting them, though. It's not just when other artifacts enter, although I guess the Throne is an artifact, so it makes sense. Anyways. Famished Worldsire. Green, 5. Leviathan. It has Ward 3. Devour Land 3. Devour. Do you remember Devour? That's an older mechanic for a lot of people. So as this enters, you can sacrifice any number of lands. It enters with 3 times that many 1/1 counters on it. When this enters, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is this creature's power. Put any number of lands from among them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. That card is cool. So in limited, I think this is pretty great, because when you cast it, you're likely to get the rest of your lands out of your deck. So no matter where you are on the scale of lands drawn, it's always going to be good, right? Let's say you cast it with 7 lands because you ramped a little bit. You can sacrifice all 7 of those land. Well, okay, wait. Yeah, you can sacrifice all 7 of those lands to look at the top 21, which is presumably the rest of your library, or very close. Yeah, no, this card's insane. It's just a fat body that makes it so you never draw lands for the rest of the game. That's what basically this is. Crazy. I had this in my first sealed pool. I think I read it wrong first. The equipped creature is the one that reduces the cost, not all of your creatures, so it is a little bit difficult to activate the mind control effect, or the mind slaver effect, although we have the Worldsire. Emissary Escort, 2 mana, 0/4. It gets +X/+0, where X is the greatest mana value among other artifacts you control. It's not bad. And then Godless Shrine reprint. Okay. I've done multiple white decks. Oh wait, no, I've done one. Did one white green, did one red green. I will go over some more of the. This is only my third event, but I will go over some of the more relevant cards. But I'm not going to go over everything. I will go over cards I haven't seen before, which, like this one, is return up to 3 creatures with total mana value 3 or less from your grave of the battlefield. Put a 1/1 counter on each of them. So if you get back a 3-drop, it gets a 1/1 counter. If you get back 2-drop and a 1-drop, they each get a 1/1 counter. So depending on your deck will determine how good this card really is, but I don't think it's bad even if you have nothing but 3s. All right, it is a creature pump effect. Oh, but that you can use this. This is a trumpet blast that's actually not bad defensively because you get to untap all your things. It's kind of cool. Warp is a really cool mechanic. I have already found out. Lots of good synergies you can do, whether you're stationing a spacecraft with your cheap warp creatures, or you're flickering them or whatever. Or maybe you're just getting value. It's a good card. Destroy target artifact or tapped creature. That's good. Cryogen Relic. 2 mana, enters or leaves, draw a card, sack it, put a stun counter on up to 1 target tapped creature. Oh, that's good. Once again, let me turn off the webcam for the deck building. Baseline it cycles, and then you can sack it later to draw a card. And if they have a tapped creature, you even get a little bit more value. This is bounce plus maybe get a drone. It's good. Let's see. Counter a spell unless this controller pays 2. If they do, you still get a lander token. So never a fully dead card, I would say. Not bad. There is a second spell theme in both blue and white from what I've seen so far. What is this? 3 mana, 2/1. When it enters, look at the top 2. Put 1 into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Oh, just very good. Just Sibsig Appraiser. Sibsig Appraiser with Warp, even. And Warp is the same as the cost, but obviously that just means you can get extra value down the road. The second spell you cast each turn costs 2 less. Interesting. Target artifact or creature's owner puts on their choice of the top or bottom. Surveil 1. Not bad. 5 mana, 3/5 flying. That surveils 2 and has warps. Good. Specimen Freighter. 6 mana spacecraft. When it enters, return up to 2 target non-space creatures to their owner's hand. And then it's a 4/7 flying that mills 4. Wow, that card's great. Very good. Oh, my black has infinite removal. We have 2 Embrace Oblivions. We have 3 Grave Kills. What does this one do? Surveil 1, then you draw and lose 1. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield or spell was warped, draw another. That card's great. Good. Good. 3 mana, 2/3 lifelink. You may sack another creature. It's just okay. 4 mana, 2/4 flyer with card draw potential. It's good. Each opponent sacks a non-token creature of their choice for 5. It's a little bit expensive. It does turn into a 4/3 flyer later on, but this is probably worse than it looks. 6 mana, 4/4 flying. When it enters, until end of turn, target creature you control gets big boost, and something gets a toughness debuff. That's really good for artifact deck. Target creature you control gets +3/+2 until end of turn. If that creature was cast for its warp cost, it also gains trample and haste. Wow. Infuriate with upside. Very just close to giant growth with upside, too. Let's see, the mock sites are solid. Whenever another artifact you control enters, you may pay 1. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on this. Oh, that's not bad. It's a good 2-drop in red. This is a very nice one. Either a 2 mana 4/3 or a 2 mana 2/1 that gives you 2 lander tokens. Pretty great. 4 mana 3/3 haste with warp 2. It's probably more filler. I have 3 of these. It's a 5 mana 4/5 reach that gets bigger if void is enabled. It's not bad. Love Sammy's Curiosity. I'm going to be drafting a lot of this card. Gain 2 life, make a lander token. So nice. What's this? Deals damage equal to the power of the chosen creature or card. to target creature. That's kind of neat. Another good 2-drop. 3/3 that makes a lander token when enters is great. What else? Glacier Godmoss. 7 mana, 6/6 trample that makes a lander token when it enters. Whenever a land you control enters, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance and haste? Oh my lord. Do we just go Leviathan.deck? Screw everything else and just go Leviathan? Go for fun, right? Actually, heck, in the Leviathan deck, this might even be worth it. Try it out. I really want to just Mindslaver somebody, even if the ability is hard to get. This Bygone Colossus is also super cool. It's a 9 mana 9/9, but it has Warp 3, which means you can basically auto. You can auto. What do you call it? Station, or what's the wording? Auto, I guess, auto station a spacecraft, basically, assuming it has 9 or less requirement. I wanted to play that white land, though. Copy of target artifact or enchantment. I guess it depends on how many artifacts or enchantments I have. Yeah, let's go for green for the fun. So let's get all of our green cards in that are worth playing. I don't think we want a 3 mana 4/2 surveil one. 4/4 trample, yeah, it's fine. I like this card, but it might not be good in this ramp deck that we're building. We'll see. 2/2 surveillance, good. We're gonna try the bracelet. We might play the nutrient block. For 3 mana, you get to draw a card and gain 3 life. I mean, could be worse. So what do we want to do with the green? Or he did green red, or he did green white. I keep doing green in this format. Kind of want to play the blue, kind of want to play the black. Blue gives me 3 grave, or wait, Grav Kill. Not Grave Kill, Grav Kill. Uh-oh. My first 2 sealed videos, I've been calling it Grave Kill. But I guess it's like gravity. And not grave, huh? Could just splash for them. We have the double command bridge. What else? Do I have any other fix? Oh, we have lander tokens. Yeah, that's got to be worth it playing those. And then go the blue so I can play some other stationy type stuff. We are going to have a fat top end. X is the greatest mana value among other artifacts. It's usually going to be an 0/4 in our deck. Probably not good enough. Want all of those, I think. I probably should be running some number of Lost in Space, but I guess the Grav kills are just better. Cool. None of these ramp, right? Mirror Pool unplayable. Don't have that many stations to do with that. All right, blue-green ramp. Let's see if we can do something with this. I don't need 3 swamps. I might only need 1, honestly. 1 swamp, 2 command bridges, and then any of the lander tokens. So just make sure we have green and blue. Our game plan is to Famished Worldsire and Dominion Bracelet. Let's go. Seems fun. A little bit of Sultai poop here in the Edge of Eternity sealed pools, sealed events. Okay. How we look here? Probably a fine hand to keep. So on my turn, this costs 1 blue mana, but still fine to cycle. 1 mana, 1/1 Death Touch. You got it. Meet my 2 mana, 2/2 Death Touch. It's your big brother. Virus Beetle! I guess I'm gonna get rid of the bounce effect. I'm only 5 lands away, baby. Okay. I think we're gonna go ahead and just cycle. Nice, there's a lander token. Lands, please. Another Virus Beetle. All right, we'll just discard the second grab kill. I ain't discarding the World Cyber, even if I should. Ooh, that's a good one. Sack another creature or artifact, draw a card. Wait, no, not draw a card, surveil. Draw a card would be insane. Alright, we'll trade Death Toucher for their 2/4 Vig. Come on, land me. Tap an untapped permanent, so I can tap a land here. Oh! The Voidborn, and they warped it. Okay. So they can sack, surveil, drain for 1. So I'm going to go to 16. I've already played against a handful of white-black decks in all of the pools. Another Virus Beetle. Yeah, I've already played against a bunch of these black-white decks. Uh-oh. Why are they sacrificing more? Does something get bigger based on the number of creatures that have died this turn? Oh, man. Right. That's cool. All right. You got me. Well, I guess I'll discard the 8-drop I should have discarded to begin with. Man, that's lame. Triple Virus Beetle. Could also have warped there and hold up Grav Kill, but... Opponent's got a lame good deck. Yeah, their deck looks like the perfect deck for that Scout for Survivors card. Uh-huh. Actually, I should kill this on my turn so that they don't have Void active on their turn without doing something else. Yeah, I'll go ahead and block. I'm gonna turn their Void online, but the Death Toucher's with getting off the board. Sure. Jeez. Wow, depressurize on a 3/5 flyer is nasty. Godma's really good. Can't beat them having any more removal, though. Relic was a great draw. Nice. The chonkers are starting to chonk. The lands aren't bad for Godma triggers. But I think we'd rather still just draw action, right? That's probably going to be a good one, too. Gonna just hold up the disaster. Dude, Glacier Godma is disgusting. Vigilance, haste, +1/+1 on landfall. This is what you deserve. Making me discard my World Sire. Bonk. Gonna keep holding up the divert here. Because even if I can't counter something, getting a lander token is still very nice. I think I just want the land. Not today, Virus Beetle. The God Ma. The freaking God Ma. Boom. Yeah, that card is going to be very good. It is expensive. In this format, I don't know. We'll see how fast it actually is, but this hand is fantastic. So turn 1 Curiosity. Turn 2 probably just crack the lander token, and then turn 3 I can play the Wayfarer, get my lander token, and then play the command bridge and tap the token. Or something to that effect. All I want to do is Leviathan. What? Oh god, I was like, how did they play a 2-mana 5/5? Okay, warp. That's not bad. Oh yeah, and it immediately stationed their card. I do like that this land, you can tap any permanent. What the hell is this? Terra Symbiosis. Whenever you put one or more 1/1 counters on a creature, You may draw that many cards. Whoa. I would love to draw a land here. Excellent. Let's see. I guess they're probably playing their 5/5 next turn. Just debating if I want to go for value here or just get it on. I think I'm just going to get it on the board. Ooh, that's a good one. What? Oh no! Enters with X11 counters. When it leaves, put its counters on a creature you control. What a combo with the Tarot. That's insane. Okay, well, let's thin out the deck first. Then surveil, then draw a card. Holy crap. That is sickening, though. Terra Symbiosis into the Hydra, or whatever this is, Insect Knight, and they get to draw that many cards again. Wow. Wow, that is absurd. Holy crap. That's like living the dream there. Literal dream. At least they have to discard a couple. Okay, so we can stun that thing at least. See what we find. Oh, that's nice. Actually, we're kind of tempoing them pretty good, because now we get to lock it down again. Combos! Wow, I'm actually doing fine. We have bounce and we have counter. Tapestry Warden, 4 mana, 3/4 vigilance. Each creature you control with toughness greater than its power assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Each creature you control with toughness greater than its power stations permanent. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just counter that. D4 vigilance. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Plus hold up our blast here. When this enters, return a non-creature, non-land permanent with mana value X or less from your grave to the battlefield, where X is the mana spent to cast this creature. Non-creature. Oh, they get their Banishing Light back. Okay. Wow, that is a sick one. Do I win if they make this attack? I do, right? Take 5. Holy smokes. My opponent drew actual 10 plus cards. But we were able to lock him down, beat him down. That felt good. I still would like to Leviathan though, but that felt good. Real good. Whew. Yes. I'm gonna have to play the command bridge tapped on turn 2, or while tapping my other land on turn 2. 1 mana station or spacecraft. At the beginning of combat, up to 1 target artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 2/2 and gains flying. And then at 9+, it's a 4/4 flying vigilance. That's pretty good. Dude, Galactic Wayfarer is going to be my favorite common of the format. 3/3 for 3 that ramps and fixes. Whenever this becomes tapped, untap another target permanent. Oh, that doesn't really matter, right? I guess we're just going to go a little bit of curve action here. Virulent Silencer. Whenever a non-token artifact creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player... 2 poison counters! Could I get poisoned out here? That's a 4/4 flying vigilance next turn. That's pretty hot. I mean, just whale for a land and specimen freighter next turn's pretty gross. Oh no! That sucks. I gotta keep that, of course. Sack another artifact, exile the top X of your library, exile the 1+ the mana. You may play those. Oh, that's not good this turn. Dude, they have a... This is sealed. They have a crazy artifact pool. Don't think I care about the poisoner. Hey, they have a specimen freighter. I'm at 4. 4 poison, that is to say. Non-spacecraft creatures, okay. We're gonna just hard cast then. So they can sacrifice their freighter and look at the top 7 cards to play this turn. That's absurd. Okay, 10 damage, sure. That's fine. Whoa. That's a crazy attack. Sheesh. Okay, go to 1. I guess I'm just gonna pass here. How are they not activating their vault and looking at like 7 cards? There they go. All right. What do we see? Skywarden, 4/5 reach, Landseeker, Scrapper, Bolt, Bounce. And they can play them this turn. Okay. They have 8 mana? Oh, should I? No, I guess that doesn't matter. That's instant speed, so trying to tap their vault at... trying to tap their vault on upkeep doesn't do anything. Ooh, if they fire off all their mana here and don't hold up Bolt first, I win with the Desculpting Blast. Nice. I think they messed up. Because they're going to attack for 2, right? 1/1 fly. Oh, wait, this has reach. But I have tap down anyway. Yeah, they goofed. They done goofed. They flew too close to the sun. One flyer. Getcha. Always frown. People always wonder why I never click on the smiley face even if I'm smiling. Doesn't matter. Okay, this deck is cool. And we're playing against some really cool decks. I go first. Oh, come on. This is the game for the World Sire, please. It's a great curve. Turn 2 Sweeper, turn 3 Wayfarer, level it up a bit. Might even go value-based and just warp the Hound. Seems P-fun. The top X, where X is this creature's power. Put any number of lands from among... Oh, yeah. Dude, if we can... Oh my gosh, actually. Hold up. If we can get our 7 mana... whatever they're called. Our 7 mana, Leviathan into the World Sire, that is just absurd, right? I don't even know what this is. 1 mana, 2/1. Whenever it attacks, you can pay 2. If you do, make a 2/2. That's tapped and attacking, but you sack it. Okay. It's a pretty aggressive 1-drop. Kavaron Harrier. Kavaron? Oh, I guess it's not Kavu, so. Kavaron. Brrr, the whale. Whale's gonna be a good common. 3/5 flying for 5. Surveil 2 on enters. With warp. Yeah. That's a nice one. Nice. Found the island. don't think we're going to warp here. I just take another kill spell, I guess. I mean, I'm also going to try to win, right? As much as I would like to World Sire. Mechan Shieldmate. Oh, that's the defender. Sure. Okay, I'm at 10. Yeah, I'm okay to chill out now. No rush. Whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named Munitions. When this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. Whoa. What? That seems awesome. Wait, why is this attacking? I'm actually going to grab kill their mech in here as well. When this token leaves, it deals 2 damage to any target. It's kind of legit. Three damage to target creature. It deals 5 damage if you control a spacecraft instead. Okay. I could divert there and get a lander token and cast World Sire, but 'Enters or leaves, draw a card. Guess we keep that? I don't know. Whenever another artifact you control enters, make a 2/2. This ability, that card's kind of nice. Eight, 9, 10. Yeah, this pulls up the rest of the lands from my library. Actually, I guess I don't take the command bridge. Yes, I do. I'm actually not going to attack here in case they have the active treason. Drawing lands for the rest of the game, baby. 24. Yeah, so... Oh, wait. Choose a creature you control or a warped... Oh, okay, for this card, you choose what you're targeting to kill, and then you choose what you're punching with. Ah, I think the World Sire is insane. But yeah, the dream to go Godmaw. Whenever a land you control enters, creatures you control get +1/+1, gain vigilance until end of turn, into the World Sire for like 7 or 8 triggers or something would be absolutely hilarious. The Godmaw has trample, the World Sire does not. Whatever flavor that has, but if you go Godmaw into World Sire, your Godmaw is probably going to turn into at least like a 13 or 14 power trampler. On the play, sure. With the counter in hand, we might not play the bridge on turn 2. Okay. Well, we'll play Relic on 2, and then we'll play the bridge tapping the Relic turn 3. Landfall, gain 1 life. 2 mana, 2/3. That's just very good. Eumidian Terrabotanist. 2 mana, 2/3, gain a life. That would be so good in my deck. I'm not going to counter the 1/1 Death Toucher. We'll fire this off now that they've done that, though, and draw an extra card. So now we go Curiosity, get a Lander token, tap the Lander token. Counter. Need to find our Godmaw. The Godmaw Dream. What is this? 1 mana, 4/1 Defender. Whoa. That's really good at stationing. It's kind of crazy. Let's just take the land here. We're gonna go for the Mindslaver. 15 minus currently 5. Just a mere 10 mana to Mindslave my opponent currently. Actually, no, Godmaw next turn, please. Godmaw into World Sire, that's all we want to do. More than Mindslavering. Boo. Let's crack the token first, then we will Whale Surveil. I'm looking for a Godmaw. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 8 lands left in my deck. Notably, if I sacrifice my 2 bridges and swamp, I won't actually have any more, black sources in the deck. So I probably live 1 bridge. I mean, this is just too good not to do. Actually, had I drawn a land there, I would have been able to equip the bracelet and activate for free. Or rather, if I had one more land, I would have been able to activate for free. That's sick. Now my Godmas aren't even good draws. Alright. Can I kill them this turn? Not quite. Alright, I take their next turn. So what I want to do is this. Attack here, take their turn. Go like this, crew, or rather station. 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 Tap all their mana. Pass. I grave kill. And then I just kill him. Attack him for lethal. Easy game. Alright. We pulled off the World Sire plus whatever that called this card. Card is called combo. The Mindslaver combo. And we're still sub 1 hour. Man, I might even be able to finish all the games with this deck if we can just roll a 7-0. Still gotta do the god into the gods, whatever it's called, into the thing. This hand is sus. I have wailed. Oh, actually, no, it's not sus. Because the close encounter can pull from exile. Oh no! The opponent knows the power of the Sammy's Curiosity. Pollinator. Uh-oh, I need to draw some better cards here. Those are both probably too good to pitch. Is this a mirror match? I'm gonna go ahead and shoot their, whatever this thing is called, with my whale there, since we have 2 grab kills we're holding up next turn, plus the disaster. Lander, lander, lander. Man, lander tokens are nice. Don't like this board. This is a star 5/5. Yeah, I don't see how we're not just going to counter that. Counter and whale seems great. Yes! Come on! Godma into... I can't even remember its name again. The big one. Godma into Worldsire. Because they have Godsire in Magic, they have World Maws, they have Dread Maws, I don't even know. The names are wonk. Yeah, it seems like a key kill. Whenever another artifact you control enters, make a 2/2. Some really good artifact synergies, or must be a good artifact deck in the format, that is. Ooh, the Harrow. Maybe we'll see a different color. Since I doubt you play bridge in 2 colors. Oh, maybe. What is this thing? 2 mana, 1/3 flying. Whenever a land you control enters, target creature has base power and toughness 3/3. If you control 6 or more lands, that... Wow, that card's good. That guy was spicy with lander tokens. Just all of a sudden make a bunch of 6/6 power creatures, or 6/6 base creatures. Gene Morph Imago. Gene Morph Imago. Imago. Genomorph. I don't know what the name is. Okay, let's thin out. Do we thin out? Yeah, let's thin out first. Running out of lands, though, for my Famished, but I guess I don't need to sack that many to make it huge. What is the... That's 7. 7 counters to make that a thing? And this doesn't bounce spacecrafts, though. What's that? Shattered Wings. All right. I have 9 mana already on the battlefield. This is literally a mirror match. Just splashing black for grav kills. All right, we're gonna go Wayfarer. Sack. Yeah, I'm not gonna have many lands left in my deck if I draw the big boy. I mean, we can still make it like a 9/9 just by sacking 3 lands or something, but that's not as exciting. Alright, so now they can auto-crew that if they want. Or whatever the name is, station. I'm calling it crew. Leveling up, crewing, station, it's all the same. Where's the big boom booms? What is this? Tractor Beam. Tap enchanted permanent, you control enchanted permanent doesn't untap. Oh, that's fine. In fact, that makes my specimen freighter here a lot better. How much do I need for this one? 9? Turns into a 4/7 that mills 4 when it attacks. Alright, I'm gonna need to kill that Imago, though. That thing does push a ton of damages. The grav kill. hold the land in case I draw my other Godma. Hope there's no like +X effect that I'm gonna lose to. What is this one? 1 mana 2/2 reach that makes a lander token when it dies. That's oh, each player makes a lander. That's still. That seems good. 1 mana 2/2 reach when it dies, each player makes a lander. That's cool. The hell is this? Enchant artifact or creature you control. The first time you would create 1 or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of it. Oh. I think that makes... yeah, that doesn't... That's not good with spacecrafts. Right? It's going to make a bunch of... well, I guess they can thin out their deck, but they won't be... Like, they're not actual creatures until too late. I could just go for the kill here. I don't know if that's correct. It's probably not. What the hell was this? Tezzeret Cruel Captain. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a loyalty counter on Tez. Untap target artifact or creature. If it's an artifact, put a 1/1 counter. Circulate. Jesus. I guess I'll kill it now. The Intrepid Tenderfoot also is going to be insane here with as much mana as I have. Alright. Our deck's great. And now we are 6-0. Okay, well, I'm over the hour mark, but let's see if we can pull off the full 7-0 with this baby. Deck's too good. And then if we lose, I'll just call it, but if we 7-0, great. Yeah, this hand seems fine to play with. Nutrient block. Cryogen Relic. Alright, maybe another blue-red artifact. Let's go looking for some lander tokens. I guess. Oh, we are screwed. We need them to not make too many flyers this turn. They have the Pinnacle Emissary. What is this? When this enters, you may sack an artifact. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on target creature and draw a card. Oh my gosh, they are... This is an insane curve out by them. This is an absurd artifact curve out. What the hell? My god. Whenever another artifact you know enters, you may pay 1 if you do put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Jeez, this is sealed! They've got an insane draft artifact deck. Wild. I'm just trying to buy time here. That sucks. Bidding on my lands for our World Sire. 1, 2, 3 are already in the graveyard. 3, 8, 9. So there's only 8 land left. What is their deck? What? This is absurd. Their draw is actually absurd. I probably have to grab kill the pangolin. Holy crap. Yeah, they have a crazy, crazy artifact draw. They should target their pangolin here. It would turn into a 5/5 flyer, right? Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I have to kill this. Go for eat, trade. Take 9. Do they actually not have more land in their hand? Stop, please. What the hell? That is an absurd sealed pool. Love it. Double block here, go to 1, can't win. Should have just retired at 6-0, is what you're telling me. We just wanted to dream, man. We wanted to live the sire with the Godmaw. Alright, not meant to be. Good beats. That was a fun deck, though. Yeah, it's 8 mana, but this card is pretty damn good. If you already have the majority of your land on the battlefield, you can still just sack like 4 of them. Make a 12/12 that probably grabs the rest. Still, World Sire's cool. All right, friends, thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time for some drafties on this early access event. Bye-bye.